So, you live in a salty, sandy wasteland and you want to visit the green place. Fair enough. If you start from the Citadel, which you most likely will be, this road trip will take you a full day. Here are some helpful tips to help make your journey just a little bit easier. Number 1. Pack light. You probably don't own much anyway, but regardless, there's no reason to weigh yourself down with the unnecessary. You'll want plenty of water if you can get it, not just for yourself, but for your potentially overheating car. You're unlikely to find anywhere to stop along the way to resupply, so you may want to bring your own snacks, unless you like eating bugs or mutated lizards. For the most part, all you're going to find out in the wasteland is Slime. And while I don't know what that is exactly, it sounds unpleasant. 2. Dress for heat and sandstorms. Look, you live in a desolate wasteland. You probably only own one set of clothes, 2 if you're rich, and you're fully aware of how hot it is. But just a reminder, you're going to be in your car for a very long time, so be mindful. Also, while it's smart to try playing around inclement weather, in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, it's difficult to find a meteorologist. They were inaccurate enough before the world was destroyed. If someone tells you they're one afterward, they're probably a little off their rocker. That being said, toxic storms are pretty noticeable from a long way away, so just try to avoid them. But if you want to brave them, just make sure you have goggles and that your windows work. 3. Arm yourself. Hey, you wanted to go on this trip. You could have gone somewhere that wasn't post-apocalyptic, but no! You wanted to see what the future holds. The wasteland is always trying to kill you. First and foremost, choose your departure time and manner wisely. The Citadel is run by Immortan Joe and his cult army, so unless you want a bunch of war boys chasing you to take your car for parts or your body for blood, I'd plan accordingly. And next up, keep yourself armed. Along this journey, you'll be under threat from bandits, scoundrels, and ruffians such as the buzzards, who would very much enjoy snuffing you out, or at the very least stealing what little possessions you have and leaving you to die in the dirt. So, again, be armed. 4. Stay alert. Similar to the last tip, there are a lot of threats out in the wasteland, both environmental and human. So you're going to want to be awake, alert, and with your wits about you. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but coffee and energy drinks aren't exactly existent in the wasteland, and neither water nor mother's milk is likely to keep you awake. You could try Night Fume, a popular inhalant. It might give you the whoosh you need, but try and take it easy on huffing chemicals. In the words of doctors, they're not quote-unquote good for you. Sometimes music can help you stay awake. There aren't any radio stations and there's no data to stream even if you had a phone. So unless you happen to have a CD player or tape deck that works and you happen to have CDs or tapes, you may need to improvise. Try singing songs you remember from before the world was destroyed, or in a pinch, hire a guy to play guitar on the hood of your car. Five. Bring something for tolls. Okay, so toll roads aren't really a thing anymore, but when you reach the canyons, there's only one way wide enough for you to get your car through, and it's guarded by a bandit group called the Rock Riders. And if I'm being quite honest with you guys, they're unlikely to let you through without a deal. 3,000 gallons of gasoline ought to do it. Though I guess if you're feeling brave and have the skills, which you probably don't, you could fight your way through, but I wouldn't plan on it. 6. Bring a winch or snow chains. As the sun goes down, you'll arrive at the clay pans, where the ground is soft, so you may want to have a winch or snow chains, but if you get through it and onto higher ground, you're in the home stretch. While the cool blue of a quiet evening drive might sound appealing, you won't have time to enjoy it as the soft ground transitions into a muddy bog. But you'll have reached your destination. Surprise! The green place doesn't exist anymore. You wasted a day of your life and risked it all. If you're lucky, you'll get to see the crowfishers, inhabitants of the bog, and one of the creepiest sights you're ever to see. So that's something to write home about, if the Postal Service was still a thing. So there you have it, some helpful tips for your road trip to the green place. If you went through with it and reached the end, you have one last choice. Either start your life anew out in the wasteland, or turn around and head back and hope you survive the road home. Thanks for watching.